Hi Leo, welcome to January, welcome to 2020, Happy New Year. Let's start with where the fire is in the sky. Mars entered Sagittarius on the 3rd of January, and this brings a boost in energy to all things creative, all things playful, all things romantic, even if there's a heavy Capricorn sky putting you in a place of service, duty, and hard work. And trying with Uranus going direct as well on the 10th to get your finances, your career, your accolades, trying to get all of the success that you know that you've been waiting for recently. Because it feels as though for a lot of you, you're putting in hard work and you're wondering to what cost, particularly financially or particularly in terms of appreciation. For many Leos with the Empress crossing you, there could be pressure from a mother as a mother, or from a dominant female role in the workplace. However, Venus crossing you is, because the Empress rules Venus, is interesting that Aquarius is the sign that Venus occupies until the 13th, in which point it moves into Pisces. And Venus in Aquarius is great for you bringing harmony to your partnerships, a sense of cooperation, a sense of understanding, a sense of success. And with Mars being in your romantic sector, you have more energy than usual to put into pursuits, into dating, into romance, into your creativity. Even if last year you felt like you maybe had to leave a few things behind. Mars being here is very helpful. It will release you from the stagnant energy of what is my next move. Now, there is a full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer that's very powerful, and it's in your 12th house, High Priestess. Let's look at these as well. It's in your 12th house, which is all to do with the gateway to your subconscious, the gateway to your shadow side, the dark and the light. Accepting the good with the bad, seeing your shadow side and getting more of an understanding of who you really are. And the fact that even as a sign that is sometimes drawn by ego, dare we say, the fixed signs all are, you're finally getting some clarity on a side of you that has been suppressed or denied. And you're finally starting to get very clear, Leo, about what you want by becoming very clear in 2019 on what you don't. So that full moon's very enlightening. Whatever feelings come up, whatever it is you feel that you need to get out there, whatever feelings make you feel trapped, release them healthily. Ooh, yes, okay. A lot of stories here. Judgment is all about that bringing to the surface what appeared to be dead. For a lot of you, this is unearthing or revisiting something or renewing something that was very much a battle of egos, a battle of wills, particularly with yourself, possibly with the fellow fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius. But I think this is actually more about you. I think this is more about you not fighting yourself and what it is that you want or what it is that you need to acknowledge, or accepting that some things you want, but it's you standing in your own way about it. It's you feeling as though I'm ruled by the sun. I don't have a dark side. But the sun sets. And the more you resist the powerful downloads that you're getting around the Cancer full moon, Leo, the more you will feel frustrated with yourself, frustrated with others. No. Frustrated with yourself, frustrated with others, and frustrated with the way things are going. But you don't have to feel frustrated with the way things are going, because romantically speaking, things are on an upswing, particularly with Mars being there. Two of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. What you're bringing to January is a feeling of partnering up and a desire for that happily ever after. For those of you in relationships, you want to do more things together, you want to travel, you want to try the next best thing, you want to expand the energy. That went back in, I can't get it. You want to expand the energy. There we go. And you want to begin a new adventure. And it involves taking some kind of leap of faith and confidence in your own abilities. And truly, Leo, the best way to have confidence is to express, and this is for all of the signs, is to express to yourself that you are made up, as most humans are, of the dark and the light. That full moon in Cancer is unbelievably powerful because of its eclipse energy. And if you think back to this time last year, Leo, and you think about the eclipse in your sign and how quickly things shifted in your life around that time, how quickly events changed, how quickly things came in. And then we got to July and August, and we had the eclipse in Aquarius in your partnership sector, and you saw how quickly some things went out. Possibly represented here. For a lot of you that are in a partnership, you feel very comfortable exposing it to the world. But you're not necessarily dealing with people who are as comfortable expressing as much as you. Leos seem to be very fond of expressing on social media their partnerships, their unions, and I think for a lot of you there's a contrast here where you could be meeting people in January or dating people in January that aren't as comfortable being in the spotlight. Or people in work that resent your need for the spotlight, or people in work that aren't giving you the attention that you deserve because that's just not who they are, and you will feel frustrated if you try and push somebody into the box that you think they belong in. What you need to do is embrace the energy of the Fool and be more carefree, both in your career, both in your personal life, and put your heart on your sleeve and be comfortable with it. When Venus moves into Pisces on the 13th, you may experience more of the deeper, darker energies. And we'll get more into that in the extended, but for now I just want to clarify the High Priestess to deal, because the High Priestess is Pisces. Yeah. Four of Pentacles, suppressing and holding tight, trying to contain your jealousy, trying to contain your suspicion, trying to contain your mood fluctuations, particularly if you're dealing with a Libra or a Pisces or some kind of legal issue. Everything that is kept secret is bubbling to the surface, and that full moon will not let you go without some kind of recognition or response to what it is that is so in the dark. The full moon in Cancer is kind of like when we're in an eclipse gateway between Boxing Day, and that's the 26th of December. I realize that not everybody knows what that is. Christmas and this full moon on the 10th of January. 9th of January, is it? 9th or 10th? The eclipse gateway, it oftentimes just brings this almost Mercury retrograde feeling where you're just stuck with all the stuff that's happened over the last year. For most people, it doesn't feel like a new year, new me. It feels like new year, let's face me. Let's see what's really going on within me. And for a lot of you, it goes quite deep. People with post-traumatic stress and people with trauma oftentimes overspend to impress people and gain acceptance through their material items. They pick partners who are physically attractive because they want some sort of recognition. Trauma can result in a need for the superficial. And Leos aren't naturally superficial, but it's just that if you have trauma of some kind, it can pull that all to the surface, and that's where Leos get their kind of egocentric personality, which is, the ego is kind of a misconception sometimes of a deeper problem. I think for a lot of you, you're seeing your spending, you're getting a bill and you're thinking, none of this stuff makes me happy. None of this stuff makes me happy. This makes me happy. They might be dressed nicely, but between the two of them, it's their union and their reciprocity, their give and take, their understanding, their connection, which is what makes them happy. There's no pentacles here. There's no fancy house. There's no anything else. They're just connected. And that's where you need to keep your focus. The Fool lives with nothing but adventure in his heart and a little tiny bag here, showing a lack of baggage. Go forward this year without baggage. Look into the stuff that you're holding on to way too tightly, that's bad karma, that's dragging your karma down, that is making you feel heavy. Stop resisting it and you will go forward with a passion, with a vigor that can only attract great fortune to you. Whew. When Uranus goes direct on the 10th, although the shift is not huge, you can expect that the little steps you take forward with optimism in your career, in terms of your dealings with other people and your reputation, the way you wish to be perceived, all of it will start to become easier. A little bit more like a breath of fresh air. Romantically speaking, Venus sitting across from you is giving you a lot of good stuff, a lot of solid energy, a lot of compassion, and a lot of us versus I. And with Mars and Sagittarius, focus your energy on Mars and Sagittarius. Focus on being creative, being romantic, being playful. And let the heavier stuff, the Capricorn energy, the Taurus energy, let all of that take care of itself for a bit. Look inward over the full moon. At the end of the month, we have a new moon in Aquarius in your partnership sector. For a lot of you, it symbolizes a new relationship, if you're single. We'll get more into that in the mid-monthly, but until then, Leo, take care of yourself. Join me in the extended. It's going to be linked below on Vimeo. It's going to go into all the different star signs, all the different possibilities, and clarify all of this stuff here. So have a very wonderful January, Leo. I will talk to you in the extended. Bye.